Good morning, good afternoon and good evening wherever you're watching this. Back out again today because I love it. Somewhere very different, a bit of a different intro to this one. Just want to show you a bit of a history about where I live. Right, behind me, I don't know if you can make it out, white cliffs. Dover is just over there. This land is covered in history. For you American guys who are watching the videos, even for you British guys, where I live is absolutely inundated with history. You've got literally, see that overgrown bit there? That used to be a Roman villa. You've got to see that on top there, it's a Martello Tower. If I turn around here, you've got, where is it? Top of here, there was a Saxon burial ground found when they built a road. Also you've got World War One and Two, the war in the flats there were to load the boats to go to, yeah, France is there. So, there to load the boats. Yeah, you've got so much history here, it's just amazing. So I'm off out today digging. It's really early in the morning, the sun has only just come up. I think it's about 7 o'clock. I am going about half hour's drive in that direction to what we call the marshlands. It's where the cliffs disappear and it goes flat to the sea. So yeah, I'm going to give that a try, see what we can find. But anyway, boys and girls, I will be answering some of your questions today as well. I did leave a community post on my YouTube channel saying ask me any questions today and I'll do my best to answer them. So I am going to do my best to answer them. Any questions go. I think there's only 9 on there, but I did leave it up late last night, so it's all you late birds that left me the question. So on that note, see you all on the first decent hole. Off we trot. There you go. It took me a little bit longer than I expected, bit of road works, but I'm here, I'm on the field. Let's get out of the car, it's nice and cool, and get digging. Off we trot. A quick rundown of the gear I'm using today. I'm using the Nocta Macro Amphibio Multi. Probably be running that in 99 tone. We're using Spartan Red. Tell you what, best spade I've ever owned. Very sturdy. Got a lot of stickers on it as well. Don't forget to show some love to these people. Can't leave little Jackie alone down at the bottom there, look, but little Jackie Smith. Then I've got Searcher's Fine Pouch. Funny enough, best fine pouch I've owned. Pinpointer, which is the Pulse Die. Also Nocta Macro. Brilliant bit of kit. I'll charge it and I can have about 10-15 hunts or so without recharging it again. It's rechargeable, doesn't even need batteries, and even if you get caught short, you can plug it into your cigarette lighter or USB. Diamond digger, and this little thing I think I got when I was in Holland, metal detector in Holland. It's just my special finds box. Most of my junk goes in there. Junk goes in the front bit, decent stuff goes in the back bit, and obviously we got my squirty bottle, we got my toothbrush, and we got my knife. Yeah, that's a quick lowdown of the equipment I shall be using today. Right, let's chat in, let's get out digging. Right, first hole. Well, it's not first hole, it's about my third hole. Just debuckle, not too old. But hey, brings me on to my first question. Comes from Ash Unearthed. If you haven't already, please go check him out. I'll leave a link in the description below. He's got amazing content. He's just amazing anyway. His question is, what's my best find to date, and when are me and him going detecting? Me and him are going to go detecting, well, I would say, I'll try and arrange it in the next 2 months. Me and him will be out together. And my best find to date, I got asked this last time, but it's still cat badge. Heavy machine gun court cat badge I found, because it's so close to home. It's the old regiment I used to be in when I was in the army. It's like the first of the tank regiment, so yeah, that's still my best find to date, unless I actually find a tank itself buried underneath this mud somewhere. Anyway, boys and girls, on to the next hole. Right, next signal. This is about my I would say about 9th or 10th bit of shrapnel I found, and bullets. Brings me on to the next question from Ray Masterson. How long would you give a field until you declare nothing on it? In England, I guarantee there's something on every field. So keep persevering. The best idea is to see you know, a second, I'll turn you around so you can see me talking. The best way to judge a field is if you think nothing at all is coming up, look at what you'd class as scrap and identify it. I've known fields with nothing but little bits of lead, little bits of lead, little bits of lead, but on close inspection those little bits of lead were like bag seals and stuff, so there will be something there. To collect, no field's never ever done. I've got fields which I've done to death. I've got one which is the size of a football pitch, and I go back there again and again and again, and I always get a cut quarter of a hammered or something really tiny, which I missed obviously first time round when I was rushing. Just persevere with fields. Obviously if they're crop fields, take it season by season, because stuff gets turned over each season with a plough. But yeah, I'd say persevere, switch your settings to deep mode, take it really slow, you'll find something. Anyway, hope that answered your question, Ray Masterson. Off we trot. Right, living flies. At least they're not horse flies, so you've got to be thankful for something. This popped out the old, it's like another old horse brass. I think that's the 4th horse brass I found off this field. They have all been quite plain, as is this one. But hey, that's the kind of stuff we're looking for, not the bloody shrapnel stuff. Anyway, let's crack on. Focus. There we go. Off we trot. Right. My second one of these I found off this land. It's lead. Someone thought the other one was a palm guard. This one's far too small to be a palm guard. But see, it's like smooth in the middle and raised on both sides, at both edges. That is a strange. It's lead. Oh, hello, Mr. Fly. Bye bye, Mr. Fly. Hello, Mr. Fly. Go away, Mr. Fly. Right here. Yeah. That's what that is. Any ideas what these are? I keep finding these. I'm going to put it down to some sort of trade weight, possibly, or token. But there's no markings on it, so your guess is as good as mine. Off we drop. Right, my next signal. He's got a coiny woiny woiny. Not sure who it is, but it's definitely a coin that. Oh, it's him. It's him. More than halfpenny. Georgie boy. That's ship halfpenny, 1940. Ship halfpenny. He'll probably come up gleaming. But hey, not bad, eh? Off we trot. Right, my next signal, my next find. This is just like a little nameplate one or something. I wouldn't say that's too old either, to be honest. There you go. Nothing on it, just looks like one of those old Ford badges, but it's not. It's just one of those makers badges. It's probably fallen off a tractor or even a tractor, for those who aren't common with the West Country slang. Anyway, let's crack on. Next question comes from 1987 Pagey. Any tips on approaching group digs? The best way is to look on the dreaded Faceache or Facebook. Have a look on there, and there will be many digs or groups in your local area. Just hit them up with a message. That is probably my best bet. Otherwise, just do an internet search, put your local area, type in like metal detecting groups and see what comes up. And a good tip, especially like a big rally or a group dig, just about the digging part really. If you watch at the beginning of a rally, they all sort of run off to the far end of the field, but no one does the beginning bit. Very few people sort of stay, oh, just do this little bit here. Comes from when I was in Holland doing a Detector World. Me and another guy from Birmingham actually, we stayed at the beginning bit. We picked up about 4 or 5 coins, which people have literally just stepped over to rush to the other end of the field. But hey, I hope that answers your question, and I'm onto a coin. It's there. It's not silver. It's not gold. No, that's the mud. There it is. I think it's a coin anyway. Yeah, it looks like a big penny. very crusted up. Very, very crusted up. Can almost make the crust has crusted up the date, look. Yeah, that is gone. Yeah, I can't make anything out of it. Possibly some lettering on the outside there, and it looked like Krusty was saying 1890 something, but yeah, I can't even make out the date. But here you go, another coin for the pot, and off we trot. My next question comes from Button Andrew. What a name, Button Andrew. He's on about me Amphibio. He's asked, do I pick a lot of coke up or do I dig a lot of coke? Coke is like leftover minerals in rocks, and I think it's from foundries, from when he used to make metal, to be honest. I think that's what it is, and it has. Honestly, with my Amphibio, I have dug about 4 bits of coke. I don't know whether it's the land I dig on where there is not a lot of it, or it's a good machine. I can't tell you, because I've dug 4 bits and they did ring up reasonably well, but it did have a very iffy scratch at the end of it. So if I dug more of it, I'll be able to tell in the ear. But the ear is the best discriminator. It really is. That's why always one on, one off. Always one ear working, one ear listening out for birdies. Anyway, hope that answers your question, Mr. Button Andrew. I didn't forget a button for you, sorry mate, it's a musket ball. Yeah, the obligatory musket ball, that's my next find. In the pouch it goes, and off we trot. Right, next signal, next find. It's this old D-buckle. It's an old one. Is it missing the gap on this field though? I don't know. Oh, I must have hit it with spade, look. Oopsie! My bad. Would have been gold gilded at one point, or is that just another bit of... Oh, it's actually got a nice design on it, look at that! So really, right, toothbrush time, 2 seconds. Right, it's a bit of a shame I hit it with the spade, but you can see, like, that is old. That might be the missing link I'm looking for. Why'd I have to hit it? But anyway, you can see a nice design on it, and I can see flecks of gold gild coming through. Can you see that? Just there by my thumbnail. Yeah man, that would have been gorgeous back in the day. Anyway, fill me hole and off we trot. Right, I've got a coin, which I can actually get a date off. The sun, there you go, 1861. So that shall be a Queen Victoria halfpenny. As you can tell, there's nothing left on that side. Been dragged along by a plough, and this side's all corroded, but you can kind of make out Britannia's knee. But yeah man, that's what that is. Off we trot. Right, next question comes from a Detectable. Do I have a fines display cabinet, or are they kept away, hidden away in a drawer? I would love to have a fines display cabinet. The wife calls it junk, unless it's gold or silver. It's my treasure. It's my treasure. So I've got a little junk cupboard going on. And she calls it my junk cupboard anyway. We stopped today to answer the question and find this here looks very much like a pot mend. It's lead, and it looks like it's been squished through a hole, flattened one side. So yeah, I'll call that a pot mend. But anyway, Detectable, hope that answers your question. Off we trot. Next question is a bit of a strange one, sort of mucky mark. Do I ever feel like saying 1T1 instead of 11? No, I like number 11. I like the way 11 just rolls off the tongue. 1T1, it's too much effort mate, too much effort. 1T1, nah, always 11. Anyway, on that note, I'm onto a coin. I'll switch around and show you. There it be, looking at me. It was peeled away. I don't know what it is. Very funny shaped. I want to get a toothbrush out just in case it is. What are the rope? No, it looks too well made actually. He says. Right, let me get a toothbrush out and give it a clean, and does anything come off it? I shall show you. Well, after a little gentle clean, I can kind of make out a portrait. You see the bottom of the neck there and the head. I couldn't tell you who it be. But yeah, it's just another coin for the pot. And off we trot. Right, getting a bit wet now, look, it's starting to rain. Just pulled up another coin. Very battered, very worn. It's smooth though, and it's got only a little bit of crud on it. I can make out a portrait with a little bun on the back. Ooh. So I'm going to say that is Elizabeth I bunhead. But it's very worn, very battered for its age. But anyway, another coin for the pot, and off we trot. Right, looks like I've found a medal of something. Yeah, it would have been on something. I'll have a good old clean out with a toothbrush. Don't want to damage it. But yeah. Next question will also be after this cleanup. 2 seconds. It's not a medal, it's just a keyring. England's leading motor agents. And Ando Munford asks, when's the Simplex coming out? He wants a release date. Don't we all? It'll be very soon. I reckon it'll be out within the next 2 weeks. Maximum. Anyway, off we trot. Next question goes to Brian Kesterson. I think I said your name right, I'm not sure. I have 2 bits in museums. I have a cat badge because it was in really good condition. I gave it to a museum literally around the corner from where I found it. And I have a matrix seal which my Flow asked if I'd donate kindly to a museum, which I did. So yeah, that's all. Off we trot. Obligatory ring pull for the day. Well, it wouldn't be me unless I found one of these bad boys, but it is a button. No shank. Trying to trick me into a nice big silver coin. But just a button. Right, let's crack on.